And another big story, the Oregon Ducks men's basketball team is moving on in the NCAA tournament. The Ducks defeated Wisconsin 72-54, and we now go live to the SAP Center to hear from the players, brought to you by the Good Feet store. And while crews from 2020 were in town filming the special, we got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look while they sat down with the lead investigator of the case.
KEZI 9 News reporter Madison Glassman was.
We start tonight in Albany, where a Lebanon man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend and the man she was seeing appeared before a judge today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chynna Greene. Family and friends of the two victims also attended, getting a good look at the defendant. KEZI 9 News reporter Amber Wilmarth was there and shows us what happened.
Breaking news.
Usually when you hear that and see this, that means something bad has happened, but not tonight. Oregon women's basketball is still dancing tonight in Portland. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chynna Greene. The Ducks just defeated South Dakota State 63-53, and we take you live inside the Oregon locker room with post-game coverage brought to you by the Good Feet store. With Apple announcing a new streaming TV service coming this fall, could having too many streaming options be causing so-called streaming fatigue? It is estimated that there are more than 300 streaming video services to choose from in the U.S., but nearly 47% of U.S. consumers say they're frustrated by the growing number of subscriptions and services required to watch what they want. And some 57% said that they're frustrated when content vanishes. After promising to make Republicans the party of health care, President Trump now says don't expect a Republican bill until after the 2020 election. Lana Zach reports from Washington. We're learning more tonight about an officer-involved shooting in Springfield that left one man dead and sent two officers to the hospital. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Chynna Greene. Now, the officers are out of the hospital now, but there are still a lot of questions left unanswered. Here's what we do know. Officials say it all started just before 11 o'clock last night when they tried to stop a vehicle. There was a short car chase, and at least one officer fired a weapon. Under construction, that is the name of many areas in Lane County, including the city of Eugene. In fact, state officials say construction is the fastest growing job sector in the state. And KEZI 9 News reporter Michael Severin shows us some of the work crews are doing and how they're keeping up with the demand. Twist on Halloween this year in Eugene. Organizers are hoping to make cannabis more mainstream with an event called Tokes and Treats. Local marijuana dispensaries are offering a month-long passport program. All right, Marcia, thank you. Now that almost all the snow is melted and most of the power is back on in Eugene, crews are now focusing on picking up debris left on the streets and sidewalks. Massive budget cuts are being made in the Harrisburg School District, and the drastic measures include eliminating jobs and the middle school. KEZI 9 News reporter Jessica Babbs in Harrisburg and explains how it's impacting the community. Now to an update on a Florence man arrested this weekend accused of murder. We're learning that this is not the first serious case against Kevin Cooper. Back in 2006, Cooper was convicted of being a felon with a firearm, plus 2 convictions of unlawful use of a weapon. He was also convicted of DUII and fleeing or trying to elude police. Now to new videos showing those terrifying moments on a cruise ship as an unexpected 115-mile-an-hour wind gust tipped the massive ship nearly on its side, injuring dozens of passengers. At least 8 were taken to the hospital. Victor Oquendo has new details. In a new proposal, Oregon lawmakers are looking to require cities to offer more housing options than the typical single-family home. That means more townhomes, apartments, and duplexes. And officials say development in Oregon has not kept up with the high demand. Good afternoon, I'm Chynna Greene. Thanks for watching KEZI 9 News at 4. We start with breaking news out of Eugene, where police have identified the victim of a gunshot wound. Investigators say 31-year-old Andrew Cervantes was killed on Saturday in the 4,000 block of Avalon Street. 500,000 households may not participate in the 2020 census because of a potential citizenship question. We move to Roseburg now, where county health officials are trying to learn if a 4-month-old baby has measles. The boy's mother says the case was confirmed, but health officials are still checking into it. KEZI 9 News reporter Tyler Jones joins us live to explain. Tyler. Portland Blue Star Donuts, known for its grown-up donuts, is adding a new treat to the menu, their first CBD-infused donut. Tomorrow, Umpqua Community College is hosting its first ever National Career and Technical Education Signing Day. This event is designed to honor students who are entering a technical field and to emphasize the college's commitment to help students compete in high-demand careers. Evening, I'm Chynna Greene. Winter weather alerts are in effect tonight as a second round of snow hits southern Oregon, just as people were recovering from the first one. And we'll get right to Chief Meteorologist Marissa Walzen in the Storm Tracker 9 Weather Center. Marissa, how much snow are we expected to get this time? Day 3 of our historic winter storm team coverage. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chynna Greene. We will have a look at how local utility crews are working to get power back on for thousands of residents, and we will see how residents in Oak Ridge have been dealing with the aftermath. Chief Meteorologist Marissa Walzen will have the latest on your Wednesday forecast, and a little later, KEZI 9 News reporter Tyler Jones will show us what residents are experiencing in Douglas County. But first, we go to KEZI 9 News reporter Jessica Babb, who has the latest on the power outages in Eugene and explains how much longer they could last after the second batch of snow that rolled in last night caused even more problems for power crews. Jessica.
News anchor Chynna Greene is live there from the festivities where we're told, Chynna, the lights just went on.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, usually from what I've heard, they're a little late every year, but this year they're about 10 minutes early. So unfortunately, the ceremony is already over, but there is plenty of time to come down and see all the bright lights in downtown Eugene throughout this holiday season. I'll step out so you can see these beautiful lights. And this was truly a heartwarming night and such a great way to kick off the holidays. And you know, with Thanksgiving next week, I can tell a lot of people out here were very happy and thankful to spend these moments of downtime in such a beautiful area with their family, witnessing this holiday joy. And people performed prayers and performed musicals, and there was so many things that happened down here. There was a lot of food, and it was just a great time to be with the family. And maybe you missed this event, but let me tell you something, this holiday spirit, these lights will remain alive and bright until the end of the holiday time. So reporting live in Eugene, Chynna Greene, KEZI 9 News. Come down when you can.